that sense of identity that goes along with belonging to a group, right? I belong to a group that follow this diet. I am.
What does it mean to be a Nutrivore?
Look, so many of us wrap up the diet we follow into our own sense of identity. And Nutrivore is not really a diet. It kind of lives in this strange world in between diet and anti-diet. It's a set of nutritional principles that help us achieve higher diet quality, tweak our food choices a little bit to get more nutrients, but with no food off the table. No foods, no foods you have to avoid or restrict. Nothing is demonized. So for that reason, it kind of has it's a little bit of diet flavor and a little bit of anti-diet flavor. But the reason why I like the term nutrivore, it's a play on words, right? A carnivore eats meat, an herbivore eats plants, a nutrivore eats nutrients. It's very clever, I know. But it is that term for the person who needs a word for how they eat to be that part of their identity. You can absolutely follow Nutrivore principles and not be a Nutrivore and not say that your diet is Nutrivore. Nutrivore is simply the goal of getting all of the nutrients our bodies need from the foods we eat. And that's really important because nutrients are the raw materials that make us us, right? They're our building blocks. They're the things that go into all of the chemical reactions of life. Like we can't be without nutrients. And because they get used up in chemical reactions, we have to continuously top up our nutrient stores from the foods we eat. So Nutrivore is about understanding this really basic concept of nutrition, that nutrients are building blocks. There's 49 essential nutrients. So we want to appreciate that we are biologically complex, that our nutritional needs are complex, but that doesn't have to be complex in implementation. It can be as simple as choosing more whole foods, eating more vegetables, and eating a wide diversity of foods. But Nutrivore is like about understanding what nutrients do in the body, what types of food have what types of nutrients, how to choose different foods and their relative balance so that we're getting what we need nutritionally from the foods we eat. You can absolutely take that knowledge base. It's just nutritional sciences. That's all it is. It's just where scientific consensus is on nutritional sciences topics. You can take that knowledge base and use it to make some, easy additions and some simple swaps to how you eat now to make sure that you're filling those nutritional gaps. You can take that knowledge and not take the word nutrivore if that feels better to you. But I think there's a lot of us who diet culture has taught us a lot of maybe not great things. Let's face it, diet culture has taught us a lot of not great things. One of those things, though, is that sense of identity that goes along with belonging to a group, right? I belong to a group that follow this diet. I am Nutrivore, or insert whatever diet it has been that we followed in the past. So Nutrivore is also there to be the thing to switch to, right? So if you're used to having a word that is part of your identity that also makes you feel like you belong to a community of people who have, similar value systems when it comes to food, that is what it means to be a Nutrivore. It means to be part of this community of people who value nourishment and not judgment.